Welcome to the Tuned In podcast, where we will dive into the mindset, spirituality, practical tools, and tips for making you the best version of yourself on and off the stage. I'm your host, Natalia, and I'm a holistic vocal coach and a mindset coach. So let's dive in today's episode in 3, 2, 1. Hi guys, how are you? I'm so excited for today's episode. Guess what time it is? 444. So guys, make a wish. So today's episode is honestly, I think one of the most important episodes, even if you're not a singer, if you're not in the performance arts. This is going to change the way you think and look. And I'm going to share with you what is that technique that changed my life to a way that I am right now living my dream, where I live in Manhattan. I have an amazing relationship with my husband. I have an amazing relationship with my body, my voice. I have amazing relationship with people around me, people that I actually love and enhance my life, and all the great things that I enjoy. So, first of all, if you're watching this on YouTube, you probably see I have no makeup on. And I got to tell you, this is one of my biggest accomplishments. If you would tell me to go on YouTube or like live or any social media with no makeup on, I would die. That was just not something that would happen. And it was so bad. I used to sleep with my makeup on, guys. That's how bad it was. I was so ashamed of my skin. I had pro acne skin, and sometimes I had really bad acne and just discoloration and all the things that I just wanted to conceal. So I would sleep with makeup on, guys, for many, many years. Um, yeah, even with my boyfriend, my ex, of course. And I just remember that. And actually, during the pandemic, that's when I gave myself a little break because I would go out or I would wear a mask or, you know, I would be in home more making food or just chilling at home and just let my skin breathe. And I think it just started to clear up more and more. And I just honestly, I just don't care anymore. So I guess this is what it is. But if you are one of those people, I truly feel you, especially if you're in the performing arts as a performer, because we use a lot of makeup. Give your face, your skin, because this is your biggest organ in your body. And if you're not giving it the proper reset and time to rejuvenate with no chemicals on, you're not doing yourself a favor. So love yourself and hashtag natural face. That's what we're going for today. So let's jump in today's topic. So this past Thursday, I'm in United States where I live in New York, and we celebrate Thanksgiving. Now, Thanksgiving for many people is a beautiful, time to celebrate with their friends and family and eating turkey and all the things. Do I agree with all the things? No, but I think it's a wonderful time and a reminder to be grateful. And this is what we're going to talk about: how being grateful and thankful can change your life. With I'm going to give you, first of all, 3 things you can do and walk out of this episode. By the end of this episode, you will listen to it and then you can see how you can apply it right away in your daily life and see how it will just completely transform your life 180 degrees. And one of the interesting things, we always try to change everything around us, right? We think, if I'm going to change where I live, or I'm going to change my job, or I'm going to change that person that is sleeping next to me, or I'm going to change all the things around me, then I'm going to be happy. Or if I'm going to have money, or I'm going to have whatever we think external, then we're going to feel complete and happy and whole again. But the truth is, it's not about that. Because every time, if you conditioning yourself to always teaching yourself that you only going to be happy and full and fulfilled only when you achieve or receive or experience a certain thing external. You're never going to feel happy and complete because you're always going to feel you need to chase the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Now, we are as human beings, especially if you're a performer, especially if you're listening to this, you are like me, somebody who love to develop themselves and love to fulfill themselves and love to take ourselves to the next level, spiritually, mindset, physically, vocally, everything. But the truth is, it's what type of lens we are putting on our eyes to see the world through. If you change the way you see things, the perception of how you see things, looking at what you currently have and change the perception and what are you actually focusing on, guess what's going to happen? You're going to start looking and attracting more of those good things in your life. And one of the things that, as I said, we celebrated Thanksgiving is about being grateful. Now, oh my God, we all heard it. Oh, yeah, be thankful and grateful for this, and this is amazing. But guys, I'm going to take you back and take myself back in 2016, 17. Just got out of really bad abusive relationship. I was with a dog, living in a couch with my friends and just paying rent just so I have somewhere to live because nobody would accept me. I didn't have credit score. I was on a master program. I barely made any money. I was making 20 grand a year. I was, performing during the weekends while I was doing the programs at the performing arts. Um, I was teaching also part time, as I said, and making like 20 grand. And it was really, 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 really hard. And not even mention the fact that my family wasn't here with me physically. They were back in Israel and, Belarus and everywhere around the world, but not with me. So I just felt very alone, uh, very just beat up and feel like, oh my God, life is so, so hard. Like pursuing singing while I was working, while I was trying to figure out life, just getting out of that relationship and going to all these dates and nothing is really clicking and working and just feeling miserable, truly, truly miserable. Now, here's the thing, that's the catch. And I remember, I think it was Tony Robbins. And before you roll your eyes, some people love him, some people don't. But you got to take the good from what he has. And actually, just a side note, both Tony and I were born the same day, which is February 29, leap year. So yeah, technically I am 4, 5, 6. don't don't count me on that. But anyways, I think I did a meditation about gratitude and I just remember that feeling of just feeling better and just feeling better. And I just decided that I'm going to write down every single day 5 things I'm grateful for. In the beginning, it was really, really hard for me to come up with 5 things, let alone one thing, because I felt everything is not the way it should be. Everything is a mess. Everything is not working out. Everything is not what it should be. And why should I be grateful for it? Right? Because I'm not happy. If I'm grateful for it, it means I'm accepting it. I'm okay with that. And I'm not. And I just felt, oh, I should just push myself harder. I should just do better. I just gotta do harder and work harder and hustle harder and to make them more money or to go on more dates or take more lessons and physically, mentally, and spiritually exhaust myself to feel worthy. Does that sounds like you? Because I know I've been there a lot. And let me tell you, it just doesn't work. And more than that, you come to a point where you just crash. And when you crash really hard because it's just accumulative of all these years and all these hustling mode that just you just beat yourself all the way down to the ground and it's going to take you time to rebuild yourself to a point where you're actually functional. So going back, at first, the first week, it was really hard for me to come up with things that I'm grateful for. And first, I felt it's forceful, and I'm like, oh, I'm grateful for the water I have, or I'm grateful for the, doing this and this and this. But slowly, I start kind of feeling better. I was slowly finding more things that I'm grateful for. Suddenly, things are working out for me more. Job opportunities to perform, money is coming to me more with ease. Everything just kind of like falls into place in a more easy way without me actually doing so much. I was like, wow, that's interesting. And suddenly that 5 items on my list became 7 and 10 and 15 and 16 and 17 and 18 and 20. And suddenly it became a whole page. And I think I threw them away, but I have 3 notebooks full, back, both sides of the pages, full of my gratitude. And it's so interesting to go back and read the things that I'm grateful for and kind of seeing where I've been in my mindset and where I've been. And I literally, what I did, looking back as a mindset coach, what I did, I trained my mind to focus on the things that I'm grateful for. Because before that, my mind was wired and my brain was wired to look at the things that I need to change or improve on. And especially as a performer, especially as a singer, if you're a singer performer, you can relate to that. Especially in the Western tradition, how we're being taught is always looking at the things we need to improve on, right? We always been taught, oh, you should focus on the high notes. Oh, you should focus more on this. Oh, you should change this. Or you should, but nobody really focused and kind of um really kind of looked into the good things we did and built from there. It's always been okay, well, we need to focus on what we're not really there or we're not doing good at. And it's always when you perform, okay, let's look at the things we didn't do good and always focusing on not good, not good, not good, and not good, and improve on and improve on. And you literally wired yourself since you were a little kid to look at the bad and always think, oh, I got to improve on that and work on it. But never thinking and taking a second to actually acknowledge what you do good, what you do have, and understand that actually from doing that, you build more momentum and getting more of those things and in getting actually better and building your confidence. So, as I said, I completely rewired my mind. I started to focus on the things that I actually am grateful for. And more of it came to me. And the more I trained my mind to be grateful for the things I have, I just everything changed. As I said, in terms of my relationship, in terms of my job, in terms of money situation, in terms of the apartment I was living in terms of everything just changed. And suddenly the people around me that used to feel comfortable to complain to me are not coming to me anymore. And suddenly I hear less and less complaint. And let me tell you, I loved to complain. And I remember, oh, she's the worst, or this is not working, and this is not good, and this is not good, and this is not good. And let me tell you, if you're one of those people and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I'm very grateful, but you have around you people that are complaining constantly, they're coming to you because you are vibrating a certain frequency that allows them to be in your space and feed off that and amplify that. Because it reminds you, everything around you is a mirror of you, of your internal dialogue and how you feel. That's something that I'm working on with my clients on completely transforming their life and their relationship within themselves first. Because again, everything is a reflection of your inner being. So there you go. I rewired my mind. Things are starting to happen for me. And that's why I'm here, my loves, to pass this gift to you. And I want to also kind of bring a different kind of perspective into that. If you're more on the scientific proof person, that's totally fine. One of the things that's very, very interesting, when I put myself and rewired my mind, I put myself on a certain frequency, right? We talk about frequency a lot because everything around us is frequency, including you. You are consists of 70% of water. Water is vibrating, right? Everything around you is moving molecules, moving energy all the time in a certain frequency. If you are wiring yourself up in a certain frequency, you are as almost like when you listen to a radio, if you are old school like me, we would used to listen to the radio in the car, you would tap into that specific frequency to really connect to that channel, to that radio station. So that's what you're doing. You're tuning yourself into that frequency of gratitude, which is, by the way, 540 megahertz, which if you look at the scale of if there's a specific scale from the alpha point all the way to the ultimate consciousness, where the bottom of the list is 20 megahertz, which is shame. And then you go to guilt and apathy and grief and fear and desire, anger, which is 150, to pride, to courage, to neutrality, to willingness, to acceptance, to reason and love. Love is 500 megahertz. And right above it, there's joy, 540. And that's where exactly gratitude is, along with joy. And there's only two more scale, two more feelings that bring you to that enlightenment, which is number one. The second in the list is peace, which is 600 megahertz. And the last but not least, 700 plus megahertz enlightenment. And that's what we all strive to in this lifetime, right? So gratitude is right on the third from the top. So if you can wire yourself every single day, guys, starting your day with gratitude, you're ready, wiring yourself to be vibrating in that specific frequency. And the way you start your day, guys, is how everything is going to look like to you. And I can attest to that and tell you that that's why I'm such a big, big fan of morning rituals, morning routine that supports you first before you go out there into the world. And I actually teach it in my signature course, how to build that habits. And it doesn't take a long time. It really doesn't. But that specific focus time that you putting, let's say 10, 15 minutes every day to do that is going to, trust me, be worth every single second, every single day. And you're honestly going to get so fired up to do it because you're going to feel good. When you feel good, that's what you want to do more of, right? So I want to give you three things you can do every single day to completely rewire your brain and change your life forever. Okay. Number one, I want you to get yourself a beautiful notebook, something that is going to feel good to write in, not your phone, not any of that. I want you to find a notebook you can actually write every single day, hopefully after you meditate, but not necessarily, but every single day, whatever you do in your morning routine, I want you to add that into your routine. Write 5 things you are grateful for. Now, 2 of those 5 things, I want you to have 2 things that are trivial for you. Okay. You're not even noticing, but I want you to start thinking about, wow, I have clean water that I'm drinking. That's big. That's big. Okay. We're not aware of it. We are spoiled. Some countries don't even have clean water. They have to physically go get water, and it's very limited, and it's not even close to our water that we are drinking so freely and so abundantly. So I'm just giving you an example, but anything that you take as a trivial thing, right? Could be the second thing, could be just a roof atop of your head. Just actually, even if it's in a shitty apartment somewhere, I don't know where, but you have apartment where you can feel safe, you are protected, you are, in the heat, you don't have to be sleeping in the streets. That's pretty big when you think about it. So I'm just saying those examples, but again, anything that resonates with you. Then two other things that you consider to be big things. Now, big things could be, oh my God, I got this role. I am so grateful for my bonus that I got in work, right? Something that is not something daily, but you recognize it. Also, I'm grateful for my voice. I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful for how everything is functioning so beautifully. I'm so grateful to use that body and use my voice every single day and fulfill my dreams. Okay? Now, the last thing I want you to start writing is one thing that you still yet manifested, okay? You still yet experienced in your life, but you are striving into that. You're going towards that goal, okay? And I want you to write in the present tense, not something that is, oh, in the future, oh, kind of like wishy washy. No, very specific and something you actually believe, not something like, I'm so grateful I'm the number one singer in the world. Not really, right? It because your subconscious is going to tell you you're full of, so no, but something that is moving towards that. I'm so grateful that I'm every day I'm getting closer and closer to my goal to be the number one singer. Every day I'm so grateful that I am living my passion. I'm rediscovering who I want to be, what I want to do more and more and more. Okay. It doesn't have to be the big thing, but you are going towards that thing. And that's something your mind can believe. Your subconscious is doesn't gonna give you that, you know, come on, who you kidding? And there is some kind of harmony between your subconscious and your conscious and your energy. And there's more momentum in that. Now, this is something I want you to write every single day for the next week. That's all I ask, 7 days. You're going to start noticing, and I want you to start noticing how things are coming to you easier, more with ease, all the things that I mentioned, what happened to me. Start noticing it. And again, start being grateful for it. And before you know it, 5 things are not going to be enough for you. You would want to write more and more and more. Okay. Second thing that I want you to do, and this is a hard one for many of my clients. And this is something that I do with my clients, but I want you to do that as well. Is it could be in the morning when you get ready or before you walk out a door, you in front of the mirror. It has to be something you do in front of the mirror. I want you to look yourself in the eyes while you are in front of that mirror. And I want you to say to yourself 5 things you're grateful for yourself. And truly look into that inner child of yours, because we all little boys and girls pretending we're grown-ups and we have no idea, but we are all scared, we are all fearful, we are all hopeful, we all want to feel like a child, right? I want you to talk to the inner child of you. What are you grateful for? I want you to stop beating yourself up and stop teaching yourself what you need to be better at and how you need to do that better, or, all the things you are not good enough. And I want you to start actually consciously retraining yourself, saying to yourself how amazing you are and how grateful you are that I am every day I'm making step towards my dreams. I'm so grateful for my body. I'm so grateful for my voice, as I said. I'm so grateful for my eyes that I look. I'm so grateful for my mind, for my soul, for my open heart, for my good health, for loving myself more and more every day, for loving other people more and more, for opening my heart even more every single day. Whatever comes to your mind, what I want you to start thinking about those things. What are the things you are grateful for your body, for yourself, for it could be mentally, physically, spiritually, it could be anything that comes to your mind. There's no rules, but it has to feel authentic. Okay. And I want you to start training again yourself and think about the things you actually are good at and amplify on that, specifically if you're a performer, because we've been taught we're never good enough. We always need to get better. Perfectionism, that's like the killer of any artist. So we're killing it. Last but not least, the last exercise I want you to do, I want you to think about three people you want to randomly text or call and say, I want to thank you for being in my life. And I want you to know how special you are. I'm just grateful for you. Thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for helping me, for mentoring me. Whoever that person is, whatever that person did for you or means to you, I want you to state that to them. You don't understand how you're going to make people feel just by saying that. Because we all kind of like, unless it's a birthday or God forbid something happened, where we actually take the time to acknowledge their presence in our life and how much it's makes our life better. Because everything, it's you're rich as how healthy your relationships are. Truly, you're wealthy if you have people you can talk to, you can experience life with, they actually are there for you. They're excited and you're sharing that abundance, you're sharing that excitement, you're sharing that joy. That's what you want to be grateful for. So think about those people, send them a message or call them. Calling is, you're going to get extra points because let me tell you, nothing beats a call these days, right? We also used to just text, um, but trust me, that will take and go a long way for you. You're gonna feel better, and also that person that receiving that. And guess what? They're gonna feel so inspired. They're gonna do it to the next person, the next person, and the next person. And before you know, it's a ripple effect where everybody is uplifted and their frequency is higher. How beautiful is that? Just been doing that little thing that took you maybe 2 minutes. So these are the three things I want you to start implementing in the next 7 days. And I want you to let me know how that go and tag me on my Instagram page. It's Natalia coaching.online. I'm on Instagram all the time and I actually had a really flash sale on Black Friday. I usually don't do anything on Black Friday, but I decided to because I'm restructuring my business and redoing a lot of things. So a lot of the things that I used to offer are no longer going to offer. So I did offer something very high end with me, 101 for a crazy, ridiculous discounted price. So if you missed it, don't do it to yourself and go ahead, go to my Instagram, follow me, and make sure you are watching my stories because you never know when is the next flash sale or something really, really cool that I'm offering is going to be offered. And it's actually something you need and want. So I would love to have you there and hang out with you. And also, if you want to be part of my VIP tribe, I still need to find a name for my email list. So if you have a good name for my people on my email list, I don't want to call you guys newsletter. That just doesn't feel good. You're so much more mean to me than that. But I just didn't come up with a cool name. So let me know if you have a cool name. But definitely, if you are joining my email list, I'm going to give you a free gift. It's my Ultimate Singers Bundle. It includes my favorite vocal exercises, a 30-minute, really, truly amazing, concise, and everything you need to get your voice to the next level, wherever you are. If you're beginner, if you're already advanced, because my method is a completely different method. It's really based on the bel canto, beautiful singing and healthy method. And also, of course, combining mindset. You guys, you don't understand. This is gold. So has the vocal exercises, then also my powerful meditation that I really truly stand by. That again, if you're going to do this meditation along with the gratitude, you guys are setting yourself up for massive success. And last but not least, my ultimate, I call it my ultimate affirmation, where you can use it as your kind of background on your phone or as a poster. You can just kind of hang it on your wall wherever you always looking at, and look in the affirmations. I am abundant, I am this, I'm that, all the things that truly every singer wants, an artist wants, it's there. So all of this is for free. And all of this, if you're joining my VIP list. So all this in the show notes below or in the description bar below if you're watching it on YouTube. And with that, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for listening. Again, the best is yet to come, my loves. Remember that. And let's take a moment, take a deep breath with me, closing your eyes. Of course, if you're not driving or you're using heavy machinery, just take a moment, take a breath in with me. Putting your hands on your heart. One more time, take a deep breath in. Let's think and be grateful for one thing. I'm grateful for you for tuning in with me because you're meant to hear this for whatever reason. Trusted, know it. And I'm so grateful for this connection. I'm so grateful for you. And I want you to think about what is it you're grateful for. Let's breathe into this feeling and exhale it all the way out. And with that, guys, I'll see you in our next episode. Bye.